Well, good evening, everybody out there in Chester County, Coatesville, and on my Facebook page. Doggone it, it is Tuesday evening, bam, on City Town Talk, and I got a special guest this evening. I don't know whether I should call her Pam or Miss Pamela Depte. All we know is she's like the village. So tonight, on this special segment, we're calling the Prom Chronicles. We have none other than Miss Pam Depte. And look, before we get started, I got to do my stuff, what I got to do on my phone, right? Because we want to make sure we meet and greet people that tuning in. We want to say hi and not goodbye. Let me see. I always got to take the time to do this. I'm going to mess up. But shucks. Okay. Oh, we got somebody that's already in here. Okay. Hey, Gail, it's good to see you. Tina Cielo Zeller is watching. Hey, look. Before I get started, first I got to give all glory and honor to God for allowing me to see another day, doggone it. But life ain't so bad. I'm telling you, it wasn't long ago, man. I was on my back, but now I'm sitting up here and I'm feeling real good. Susan Springsteen, she said, "Hi, Pamela." So Pam, what should we call you this evening? Should we call you Pam or Pamela?
You can feel the name is Pamela. I'm formal, but call me Pam because we just amongst friends.
Okay. Hey, Crystal Love Maxwell, the DJ extraordinaire. Yes. She just checked in. Hey, Crystal, wait a minute, Crystal. Pam, she's going to the prom too, right? She getting ready to act up. We're gonna find out some stuff because we're gonna take this thing back. We're not gonna start at the end. We're gonna start at the beginning because we want to find out so much from her. So first, Pam, could you say good evening to all your viewers out there this evening?
Good evening, Coatesville and surrounding areas. Good evening.
Hey, look, I love the glasses. There's a lot going on here. Hey, Gail, now you see all of us that's going to the prom. You need to stop playing. You and your boo need to come through because I'll be following you on your page. Anybody playing with her? I think me and Gail went to a class together or something. But that's besides the point. So, Pam, let's get started because I'm just so interested in your story. Now, I've been knowing you ever since I got the coaching, 1988. You're a social butterfly. You're the hostess with the mostest, talent shows, and all these things. So now, originally from Coatesville.
Yes, all my life, 72 years out here in Little Brooks Lane and Carver Court. Farm girl.
So what do you mean by farm girl? Was there farms out there in Carver's Court?
Yeah, well, more or less, some people had chickens, but we always had a garden and we had a grapevine. So we made jelly. So when we harvested our grapes, we made jelly for the community. Everybody got some. And when we harvested our garden, everybody had tomatoes and cucumbers. It was an automatic set. That's why I have the heart of village to give, because we had abundance and we always shared with other families in the lane and around the court that had multiple children. So I'm a sharer by nature.
Okay, so now was that your mother was doing this grapes?
My mom and my grandpa, my dad here, yes.
Well, let's just stay there for a second and talk about your mother, because from her word on the street is she just celebrated a birthday. Can you share on that?
94 blessed years old, no diabetes, high blood pressure, nothing. She just had a little slip that kind of took her out a little bit, and we got her to the hospital, rehab, and now she's home rehabbing, and we're doing what Village does. They take care of their own if they can. Sharp as a pin, she know every dollar that's in her pocketbook. Still writes her own bills.
Well, that's all right. I used to work alongside your mother up at the VA when I first got there, man. She was sharp as a tack too.
Put 34 years in dietetics.
And she wasn't loud, because we had a lot of loud people up there at the VA, in the kitchen. No, she was really all right. So look, wait a minute. Kim Paula just checked in. She said hi, Fonz, and our queen, Pam. Isaiah Post Dixon, he's checked in. Kim Paula said, blessing, you are so correct. Hey, Kim, stay on because we're going to talk about some stuff. Susan, don't go nowhere. Susan Springsteen, Dark Child's going to be at the prom, so you might as well come too, Susan. You ain't going to be by yourself. You'll be with her, so stop playing. Okay, now, did you graduate from Cash?
I did, the first graduating class of 68.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We had a powerful class. Best basketball team, Harvey Dixon, Harold Ford. I mean, we were on top.
Right, right. That's good to hear. But you got some relatives on here. That Isaiah Post Dixon said hi, Aunt Pam, or Aunt Pam, was it? He said hi, and so did Iris Holmes.
That's right. That's family.
That's what I'm
Hi,
talking about.
people.
He's something else. He calls my wife almost every other night at strange hours of the night. I'll tell you, but I love him. I love him.
All right.
Come on, let's talk about school now. When you was in school, what were some of your main interests?
I always was a history buff. And I guess that's why I'm so culturally connected to who I am. I always liked American history, but I took the stenography class. I do shorthand even now and typing with Miss Horner and Miss Mascola.
Okay, all right. And that's what you do now, am I correct? But
well, I can do some shorthand even now, but I am the administrative secretary at Tabernacle.
That's right. And you don't play it too. You be like really on the button. You be on the ball with that.
Well, I believe everything, got order to it. I'm a order person.
Hey,
doing weddings and everything, it keeps you in that. Everything got to be just right on time.
You are exactly right. Wendy Whitaker said, "Good evening."
Hi, Wen.
Hey, but you know what now? I'm noticing something because see, I look at the feed. Evidently, there's some sort of relationship with Kim Pollard and yourself because she said beautiful inside and out. And she's giving you glowing praise through this feed. And Kim, that is okay that a woman can bless another woman and say some good stuff. You know how we get.
We've been in each other's company, and that's the highest of compliments from your peers. And she knows I feel it right back to her. Should have been in Motown, should have look a star in her own accord.
Okay, here's a little backstory. Pam narrated my wedding and Kim sung at it. Come on now. It's like we got a threesome in a good way now.
You are in a good way. In a good way.
The gang's all here and we're still together. So that is a beautiful thing. Hey, here goes one of my mentors, because men can have a female mentor and friend. And Roberta Steyer Showell is on here.
Amen.
Dear friend of mine, man, from way back. I ain't trying to get teary-eyed, but I'm just saying. Okay, Keshana, Miss Robinson is checking in, is watching. Keshana, it is so good to see you. We're talking about the adult prom, and it's just so much. And there's some stuff I want to share. Danico Gibson said hi. Oh, they're coming in.
Hey, that's a powerhouse there. Hey, girl, that's a powerhouse.
Wait.
Get your vote in.
You ain't lying. Okay, Keshana said, hello there. Miss Pam is always
that beautiful queen. Love you.
Well, she says it's a blessing to hear your uplifting words and voice. And that's good when your voice uplifts somebody else. Because ain't that what it's about, though? It's so easy to tear people down. It's all about lifting people up. Man, you tear people down, I'd be like going somewhere. Well, now, this talk about some. Now, in school, were you popular? Were you a loner? What were you like?
I was a duckling.
Oh,
a duckling. Yes.
Quack, quack. Like a quack, quack.
A quack, quack. I only had maybe one or two friends. I was tall. I was about 5 foot tall in 6th grade. So I was tall, and dark skin wasn't really in.
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't kissing boys, so I wasn't popular.
Oh, but that's all right. That's right. The Lord was saving you for something else and something better. Let me see.
Yeah.
Danico saying, she said, no way. Keshana said, Miss Pam. Danico said, love you, Miss Pam. She got all kinds of smoochy faces on there, the memes and all that. Yeah, boy, there's a lot of love on here tonight. I don't know, I may be sick. Where's my handkerchief at? But look, did you go to your prom?
I did.
Did you?
But
what?
I didn't get there till about 9:30. The whole hoopla was over. I was so mad I couldn't stand it.
Well, this is what we wanted. What happened?
Well, I'm a Depte by marriage.
Okay.
And my brother-in-law, Larry, graduated in 68 with me. But he liked my girlfriend. So I was like the third wheel. So he had to give me the hookup with his brother for my girlfriend to come. Anyhow, Larry went to go to Westchester to pick this girlfriend up. and she was all late because he was late going over there. So she had taken her clothes off and her makeup. So she had to do the whole thing over while I'm sitting here waiting.
What?
And I'm waiting and waiting. It's getting dark. I done missed the whole coming in and the whole, it's my prom.
Yeah.
I was so done in with my special friend, Tim Depte. First time I really was out with a fella.
Oh, word.
5 years older than me, a full-grown man. And I was just done in.
Okay. Oh, so because you have a son named Tim Depte, right?
I do. I wind up being engaged to Timmy, and I wind up marrying Timmy.
Okay. And then Timmy had another Timmy.
And then Timmy had his firstborn.
And whose name is Tim?
From a V girl. I was still a V girl.
Okay.
Because you know, God said you're supposed to save yourself. Well, so I guess that's why I wasn't popular.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Danico said,
I went on down, I see a blush on your face, Fonz. I see a blush.
My mom was thinking a lot of stuff. I said, don't say it.
Okay. Don't say it, Fonz.
So, all right. So now where was the prom being held at?
It was at Cash. It was in the cafeteria.
Okay.
Yes.
Doggone it. Y'all got there late. And it was like almost over?
It was almost over. I was so mad. I couldn't stand it. And she fussed the whole time because she was mad because he was late. And I was just done. I said, this is my prom. And I'm not even at my prom.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's why I wanted you on, to give you some of them stories. I'm telling you. Oh, now, wait a minute. All right. So you got in there. Did they have food? And was the DJ still there?
They had a little bit of food. You know, the DJ was still playing, but things was kind of winding down, you know.
So who's the DJ back then?
I can't remember if it was Alvin Jones. I'm not sure.
Alvin Jones, he's the guy that used to take the pictures, right?
Yes. You know, he had a production, you know, and he did the DJ and sound productions and videos.
And yeah, it almost sounds like my prom. My prom, I went to a hamburger joint because we were so late. We were supposed to go over Jersey and everything went wrong. Just everything went wrong. And
my mom didn't let me go out afterwards, you know, because I had like a curfew. Sure. I never had that kind of thing that, oh, you go head out to eat and come back tomorrow and all that. No, no. Mm-mm.
Kim said, Larry, you messed up. Now Larry was your date, right?
No, Larry was my brother-in-law. He was with my girlfriend. Okay. Timmy was my date.
Okay, where's Timmy now?
But Larry was the driver.
Larry. Oh, man. I know you was hot.
I was hot.
That ain't funny, but it's funny. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. All I can do is shake my head. Okay, now, let me ask you. Are you a dancer? Like, when you got there, did you dance? Or you just pouted? You sat down somewhere? What happened?
Well, I think we did have one slow dance, you know, for the sake of the evening.
Yeah, that was mandatory.
But I was just but you know, because like I said, everything was winding down to slow dances and, you know, preparation.
Yeah. So preparation for what comes after, right? For those who weren't V girls. Hey, so all right, now back then, did they have the parade and did they have all the decorations on the inside?
They did. They had balloons. I think we had something that had to do with a volcano, an explosion. So we had a big volcano and it looked like lava was coming from it. Yes, they had all the decorations.
Well, let me segue right into our adult prom. Ours is going to be the same way yours was, except we're going to use their theme and it'll be our dream, right? So it's going to be a full production. I mean, a full production. We're paying for that extra day that it stays there. Oh, we're paying, but it's worth it because y'all are worth it. But this is going to be so exciting. And as soon as I find out what the theme is, because I don't think you're allowed to say it too far in advance. You know what I mean? Because when they do it at the school, I think they keep the windows covered up because it's a real big deal and it's a real big promotion. And I've seen some of the costs and I've seen the costs that we're paying. And it's amazing. But it's exciting, and we're going to have all that. And y'all had the parade back then?
Yes, we did. We did have a little parade because that was what was exciting. But they started to tell you couldn't come in a helicopter or a hot air balloon because we were doing the most. You know, people were jumping out of airplanes, skydiving. It was getting a little crazy.
Yeah. All right, Donna Lewis Blaine has checked in. Excuse me. Danico Gibson, you got her cracking up. She's got about 19 clowns laughing, and it's
That's
good.
my
Hey,
baby.
Pastor Randall Harris checked in. He's going to be attending as well.
Amen.
And it's just so much going on. So wait a minute. So you did dance. So you are a dancer. I've never seen you dance in public, but I'm going to take your word for it. And my next question was to give a funny story, but you just gave one. So I ain't knowing you had to ask that. So our prom is, are you going to be in the parade? Because we're having the parade.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be in the parade, and I'm really looking for a special. I'd like to have an antique car. I'm looking to see what I'm going to do. I'm still kind of in the mix.
Yeah, because we're really going to show off on y'all.
Oh yeah.
So if anybody is shy, if anybody is, you might not want to be in a parade because we're going to make a real. Matter of fact, you might not want to come to the prom because we're making a big deal out of everybody that comes up in there. So,
Okay.
And so what we're going to have is we're going to have the parade with red carpet, boom, bang, bang, announcing all that. And once you get in, Pam, we got about 4 professional photographers that's going to be doing a red carpet experience inside the building.
Right.
In other words,
Right.
you will be there for a short photo session, 15, 20 photos, your hair, your crew, your date, whatever, you know what I mean? So we got people there. So it's going to be a big deal. It's just, for me, I've only been here 33 years, but for me, as far as being inside of Coatesville, this is one of the biggest events that I think I've seen be all encompassing like it's going to be. Cross-generational under the same roof. And I just shared earlier, some people's like, well, old people's going to be there. I don't think I'm going to be about. I try to share this prom, it's a great name for it, but this is an opportunity to love up on everybody. This is an opportunity. If you got a mother out there, take your mom to the prom.
Well, that's what my son gonna do. He taking me.
And I got quite a few.
My Tim will be on my arm.
That's what I'm talking. Proudly stepping in there with somebody that loved them all their life.
And that makes memories. You know, he's about my heart. He says, Mom, I'm gonna do this for you. You know, you ain't got to look like you the last kid because that's your choice to be single. But you never have to feel that you don't have a date night out of me whenever you want.
I'm sharing this with everybody because you just said what I just said. Because when I heard words, I heard some people say, this is corny, this is this. I said, because you're missing the big picture. It's about memory and it's about giving. Matter of fact, the prom isn't even about the individual. It's about the other person that you've taken. It's the opportunity to show them off, to pump them up, let them be honored, cherished, cheered on, and all that stuff. Get out of yourself for just a couple of minutes and get into somebody else. Now, go ahead and take somebody to the prom and stop playing. I smack you in the back of the head. So that's what that is. But I love that. Now, what's making you attend this prom? What stirred you to say, I want to go?
Because I didn't have mine.
Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. And look, we're going to get you there on time because let me tell you what's happening. We're lining up. We're pulling off at 5. Now, the prom's from 6 to 11, but we're going to pull out of Teresa Allen said, yes, my brother Tim. Hey, Teresa, it's good to see you too. And you made me stop right in the middle of oh, wait a minute. Pastor Harris, he's pimping hard. Let me tell you what he just said. I'm having 2 dates on my arm. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm talking. And please, hey, Pastor Harris, walk real slow when you got them on your arm. Don't be moving real fast because we got to get some photos.
Look, you got to get the stroll in. This is a
stroll on in.
Stroll on in.
Take your time. Take your time. I am so excited about this. I really, really am. Now, what was I saying? Okay, have you decided on an outfit yet?
I've looked at 4 outfits. I haven't tried on any. Tim and I coordinate real good, so I'm kind of working with what he think might look good. You know, we gonna be decent.
I know you is. If you just have a hat on, look. If you have a hat on like there in that picture, you're gonna be.
Ain't no telling though. You know, I ain't sure. I'm gonna see how the wind blow with me.
Yeah. Have y'all in Coastal seen anybody that wears a hat like Miss Depte? Now seriously. hat. She's the hat lady, and I love seeing her because she's very fashionable. And it is all kind. Now, wait a minute. Is there any kind of music that you prefer? Any type?
I'm definitely into my oldies. You know, back in the day when I was a young girl, I used to be the Marvelettes and oh yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Me and my girlfriends, we'd be in the backyard. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see. Yeah,
Wait, you know what? You got Crystal Love Maxwell on here. You know she's the oldies DJ.
You already know I know.
She got
the best that ever did it.
Hey man, she got every song ever created that's old. I love it to death, man.
And can sing them all too.
Yeah. She was a DJ at our Cultural Black Expo, man. She did a fantastic job. Let me see. Him said, heck to know she wears it well. Talking about them hats. Danico, I must hit something when I say them hats. She be wearing some hats and everything else. Tanya Taz Brown has just checked in. Tanya, we are talking about that adult prom. This thing is going to be crazy. Now, Pam, did I hit you with the link of the band that's playing?
I think you did way back a while back.
Right. They sent their song list. They got maybe about 2,000 songs. Ain't none of them.
Wow.
We're talking about Motown sound, just everybody.
Some listen to remember, some listen to forget.
Come on now. You know what that, see now, them young folks don't know what you're talking about right there now. Come on. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back. This is so exciting. Look at all these nice people I got on here. Now, I'm a dancer. My wife don't dance, so I'm going to be free pretty much that night. I got my sneakers on. I'm going to be dancing with 2 or 3 people at the same time. That's the kind of guy I am. Okay, I'm a bop, cha-cha.
That's how you do. That's how you do in the oldies. It ain't no getting mad about. You know, you just go ahead. If your song come on, you might dance by yourself.
I'm going. Yeah, exactly. I will be Fonz that evening, so it's going to be kind of crazy. I got a special guest coming too. I'm not going to tell y'all because then it wouldn't be special. But we're still adding to the entertainment venue that night, as if we don't have enough. Because I'm telling you, Motor City Review, they bad. Dre Money, DJ Papa, you know they bad. Mabel's Barbecue, she's going to be doing the food. I ain't mad at her. We got Club King Production doing the videos, the photography and everything. I'm gonna see if we can squeeze a couple more dollars to get that 360 photo booth. But we're up there around 20,000. We kind of like tight. Isaiah thinks something's funny. Isaiah talking about you'll be with baby case. Yeah, you keep my wife company because I know she ain't gonna be dancing. I barely got her to dance on our wedding. That's besides the point. What else happened? So now the prom, we're gonna have a prom. You plan on anything after the prom? You're gonna call it a night, or 6-11 for us folks.
Well, you know, for me, look, for me, 10 o'clock is almost bedtime. So I see how much I got left.
10 o'clock's my new 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you.
Thank you. Yeah, I see how much I got left.
Now, are you going to let your family know? Because this is important too. I want to make sure the family members of those who are attending the prom are in the stands, the bleachers, the gallery, the cheer y'all on, stuff like that. You will let them know that you will be appearing. Am I correct?
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, yeah. I got a whole section. I'm hoping. I'm mandating.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Angela Driver Grove. We talking about the prom, and I'm telling you, you need to be here because this thing's gonna be crazy. Anybody is going to be there. You don't want to be the one to say, "Nah, man, I didn't go." You just don't want to. When a once in a lifetime thing happens, you kind of like want to be there. You know what I mean? And the memory. See, I'm gonna bring a couple of handkerchiefs because when I see people bringing in their mothers, their dates, and all that kind of stuff, I may tear up a little bit. I may act like there's some sand in my eye or something, but that's some beautiful stuff.
That is.
That's what this is about. One other thing, Danico Gibson, Miss Pam has a whole village. You ain't kidding. She really, really do. And Angela said, I definitely want to go. Well, I'll put it on your page. It's not hard. But look, check this out. And at the end of the day, after we do all that, guess what? Most of the money goes to the students that's graduating and going to higher education. Beautiful. When I say students, I ain't talking about people that's just going to college. I'm talking about people that's going to trade schools because that's as important as going to college because college ain't for everybody. And last year, when we had it at the country club, and we had about 225 people, we gave a lot of money to CNAs that came out of OIC because we
Amen.
started out wanting to give out 5 awards, and we wound up giving out 15. I mean, God just blessed that whole thing. We have it on our website. I'll be reposting it so you can see the video. It was beautiful, and we decided we wanted to add fun in the fundraiser this year because this is a fundraiser. There's no doubt about that. But we wanted to give you. Keyshana said yes. Definitely trade school, Keyshana, because ain't nobody playing with everybody. Everybody, you know, and plus with the money that you cost to go to college and stuff like that, that's a hurt piece. Yeah, so we honor trade schools. Matter of fact, we gave scholarships for those attending trade schools last year. And like I say, CNAs, who some of us consider to be at the bottom of the totem pole in the health field, I consider them at the very top because they are some of the first people that our loved ones see in senior homes when they wake up in the morning and when they transition from this earth. Sometimes they're the last ones they see. So we need to honor them and help them push themselves and all that other kind of stuff. So for those of you who wonder, fundraiser, oh, where are the funds going? Well, you can always look at our website and see that we're always giving. But we're giving this for the schools and everything else. But we got to keep enough so we can pay our auditor, because when you give out money and you collect money, you got to get that money audited.
Got to be accountable.
You know how much
accountability.
money? Look, Ricky Campbell's the first one that taught me, said, fine, it's going to cost about $5,000 or $6,000 for us to get audited. I'm like, well, we ain't had no fundraisers to get $5,000 or $6,000. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let me see. Angela said, would you consider paid apprenticeship? Well, you know, I don't know how to answer that because we don't have no stuff that we be doing. We just give money away. We just give, you know, we don't have no position for anybody to be hired to come under us to do nothing. Not that I can think of. So Andrew, that's something I'd have to really go over. Thank you. We often get overlooked in the trades community. You are absolutely Kishana, but those days are over. Yeah, because we're going to be like, is it Jeremiah that was on the wall? Whoever it was that was on the wall in Israel, trying to make sure it got rebuilt. We're going to stand on the wall. And that's just the name of that tune. Now, what else can I say? Now, Pam, I want you to take me back because during our conversation, you once mentioned that you could skin something. What was that?
Oh, you know I could skin a groundhog. Look, if it gets really bad, y'all talking about the price of chicken, a robin don't stand a chance with me. I'm going to survive. I'm terribly old school. I'll eat a robin and know how to cook him. Yeah.
Well, our dinner that night should be just fine.
Thank you.
Oh, you are a blessing. You are a blessing. Danico is laughing as well. They should be. Kishana, when I first heard this story, I was sick to death. I'm going to find Pam's original interview with Coastal Black Media Renaissance. We're going to put that up because you need to hear that whole story. But this is good. Hey, first of all, y'all need to hit the share button on this. Let me go back down and see all the people that was on here. Gail, Susan, could y'all hit the share button? Because we want other people to hear this story. Who said that? Somebody said I'm hollering. Let me see who that is. Kishana, and I know you're not coming.
Kishana better get ready because she gonna bust his head down.
Yeah, and
Kishana, get ready, girl, because I need to be laid.
Hey, you know what, Pam? I'm really trying hard to get her because her and her old man is like magazine ready.
Sharp,
every time they put on clothes,
they like salt and pepper. They salt and pepper.
That's night and day.
I mean, they go together.
He matches my fly. I wish you fly.
I love it.
Yeah, I wish you fly. Shine, stop playing. Just one time, do it. Oh man, see. No, who you saying you got you? You got you who? Kim or Pam, or you got you for the prom? Kim said that's a power couple. It's amazing. And they sneakers, they two-tone, and they just be crazy. I'll be looking at them.
I love it.
But now, so Pam, now I'll tell you, it's been great having you on because we don't have to talk long. I think you gave us some good stuff, man. You are an encourager. I appreciate you so much. I love what you do in the community, and you've been doing this way before Brother Vons got here. So you guys have laid the groundwork for what advocacy looks like and how, you know what I mean? And there's some guys around here that I first met when I got here that kind of showed me what love looks like. And okay, good evening there, Kim. And I just appreciate all y'all. I really, really do. And
It
there's
all
more.
boils down for what God has for our assignment. We are to be our brother's keeper. It's heart to heart. If I'm full, you're supposed to be full too. We need each other. We're all part of the puzzle of life.
I heard that, heard that. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't say I'm gonna keep you long, but it's been a great evening. Had me laughing, had me cracking up once again. I'm gonna post this, send this out to everybody. Pam, I want to thank you for allowing me and it would be the honor to come into your wherever you are, you're at your mom's house, and take these few minutes to just share some of your past, your present, and some of your future. So with that being said, I want everybody to have a good night. If nobody told you that they love you today, Brother Fonz and my baby Case love y'all. And Coatesville is rising. Peace out.
Good night. Good night.
Bam, bam. Bye-bye now.